The transition from hockey to the real world. Did you know it was going to be music right away?
No.
Well, what do you think it was going to be?
I don't know.
You're still in school then, still probably.
Yeah, I was enrolled.
So you weren't even thinking about real life?
No, it snuck up, that's for sure. Yeah, I don't know. Like it's a strange transition. There's like, yeah, I did the Molson thing, right? I was doing business and then I did the Molson sales stuff for a long time.
You're rolling around the city with the Molson truck, big dog and everything?
Yeah, the old, free beers. That went well. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's a strange transition because, I don't know, I think like there's definitely a void that happens after it.
Yeah.
And like on a lot of different levels, like even time-wise, like, you know, just scheduling wise, like if you think about it, like we were always, like growing up, we were always scheduled depending on hockey.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, okay, yeah.
So, like, you know what I mean? Like
you had a lot of free time after. You're like, what do I do?
On your own, yeah. And it was like, we were always kind of just directed. And it was a healthy, like, you know, I think that's healthy. It's like, you know, you always knew you were going to practice. You knew you were going away that weekend. You knew, you know, you were training this day. Like, so it was very like scheduled towards hockey. So then when that gets taken away, and it's like, how do you fill your days like productively? A lot of people, I didn't. Like, not.
I didn't either.
I definitely didn't deal with it in a healthy way. Like, it's hard to do. Like, it's a lot to, you know. And there's like that, like, just fulfillment void too, right? Like, you lose that, you know, the competitive, this, like the dressing room, like that group got, you know what I mean? Like, it's really weird because you're used to going to the room every day and just seeing 20 guys.
And you feel productive. You don't feel like you're wasting time.
Yeah, and I think it's also this like being a part of something is a good, like, was that feeling, and then like you get that void taken away a little bit. Yeah, because I think it does, like it kind of becomes like part of who you are.
Yeah.
Like when you're playing, like especially when you're at like those levels, it's like you're a hockey player. Like that's what we were doing. Like
it's what you're known for too.
Yeah, for sure. And it's like a self-image thing as well. So when you take that away, it's just like, what the hell am I now? You know? Yeah. And it's like you need to do a lot of reevaluating.
Yeah.
And like I said, like I didn't deal with it in that healthy of a way. You know, like spun for sure. But yeah, it's I don't know. But yeah, it takes some time to just like sit back, and I was doing that, and I just like wasn't. Yeah, I knew I wasn't doing like what I wanted to be doing. I wasn't like getting that same thing. But yeah, music definitely like, it definitely touches that, like tickles that same spot or whatever you want to say, and it fills that void for me. And a lot of it's so like, there's a lot of feelings that I get from music that I recognize instantly from hockey.
Like what?
Like days of a show.
Days of a game.
Is identical. Like that feeling when you wake up and you just have the day until your game. Yeah. Like it's the same when I'm going to wake up and I have a show. It's like that same feeling. You're like the healthy stress, like, you know, and like you play it over in your head a million times. And like, and even after shows, like, you know, it's the same, that adrenaline. Yeah. So that's like one big time. It's like almost identical.
Yeah. It's a high.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And just like, I don't know, one of the skills of like being able to just like get lost in it a little bit. Like when you go to the rink, like you want to put everything else to the side and play the game. Like you don't want other things going in your head when you're in the playing a game, and you like allow yourself to get lost in that. Yeah. And that's like where you want to be. Like that's when you're like, it's, you know what I mean? Like that's what you're looking for, is just to be lost. So like, I definitely feel that like with music as well. So like, you know, like just getting that same headspace of like, and that comes with the day. Like you get like, just to get in that headspace to perform. Yeah. It's the same thing. Like preparation.
Dealing with pressure.
Yeah. And your practice and discipline and all that stuff. Yeah. So it's definitely translates. Yeah. Big time. Yeah.
I like how you put that into great words right there. That was cool. Yeah. Just relating to the same pressures of hockey to music.
Oh, it's like, sometimes it's like I catch it. And it's like, it's the exact same. And it fills that same void, like that same fulfillment or whatever, feeling whole and feeling like, you know, whatever it is, it definitely like it gets me there for sure.
It's interesting how when you put yourself into that position where you feel that same high, you don't, well, that's the beauty thing of sports. When you and I sit down, we watch a game of hockey, we completely forget about everything that goes on in life. Same thing with me in podcast. I'm assuming same thing with you in music. Like right now in the back of my head, I have a bunch of errands to run. I got family things going on. I have a bunch of shit happening. But as you and me sit here right now, none of it matters. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's nice how, you know, some people do nothing wrong with working a job, completely honorable, but there's times when I worked a job, I wasn't even thinking about my job. I was thinking about shit I had to do when I was home.
Definitely.
making sure my life was better. But when I'm sitting here, I'm on a cloud, man. I don't give a fuck.
This is what you want to be
having
doing.
A great time.
It's living.
Well, yeah, it's living.
You know, like
that could be a song.
Yeah,
living.
That's what you want to be doing, right? It's
yeah.
You know, I said that to someone the other day. Like, if you're not trying to do, or like, not that it needs to be your living, like you can work, but if you're not like tapping into that hobby or whatever it is, it's like if you're not doing what you want to do, like what are you doing?
Yeah.
I was like, what are you like? Why aren't you like? What are you doing if you're not doing that? You know?
Yeah.
And I look at my brother, like, you know, like his is like surfing and like that kind of stuff right now. Like he takes every extra second and that's what he's doing. Like he's just going and doing that. And like, that's what his life, like he just got the camper van and he's like, what? Like if you're not doing that, like what's he doing? You know, that's what he wants to be doing. That's where he feels the best. So same with me. Like I feel the best when I'm playing or writing or chatting music or like that's when that's when you get in that headspace where you want to be.
Yeah.
You know, same as you, like doing podcast stuff. I'm sure that's where you get your fulfillment now. And it's like, yeah.
There was a tough time, like the beginning of this COVID thing, where I sat there and didn't do a podcast for like a week because I couldn't. I hate those Zoom podcasts.
Oh man, yeah.
And it's just there's a point where you just question everything. Like, all right, am I gonna have to go get a construction job here? What am I gonna be doing here? And I just stuck with my guns. I'm just like, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna go 10 times harder than what I was before, and everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just happy.
Yeah, and to me, it's like if it doesn't work, I'll go get a job later.
Yeah. Before this, I was a concierge at a nice hotel.
Yeah.
It's a great job.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, go back there.
Exactly. Like they're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
go back.
those jobs are staying there, man. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, you need to, like, if that's what you wanted, putting the time in is the fun part when you're enjoying it.
Yeah.
Like even with me, I'm sure it's the same as you. Like when I'm even just running errands for music or going and like setting up, like doing that hard work that no one sees, is like, I actually enjoy doing that hard work because of what it's for. When I'm doing the work that, yeah, exactly. Like, and when I'm doing the work for, like the work that no one sees that I'm doing. Same as you, like the only thing people see is like your podcast. They don't see the behind the scenes. And same as in musical, like when I'm writing or when I'm like, you know, trying to work through things or setting up shows and like booking and all that stuff, or studio, like all that. It's like no one sees that stuff, like that hard work side of it.
Yeah.
But it's like I enjoy that side of it. And other things that I've done in my life, I didn't enjoy the same type of work.
Yeah.
You know, like when I was working sales, I was doing the same type of things, like running errands, sending an email, like, but I wasn't enjoying it.
I'll admit I didn't enjoy the work aspect of hockey. I didn't enjoy the working out and the exercise, the hill sprints. Like I did not enjoy that.
Yeah.
Like there was parts like, and when I do have guys on the podcast here and that are in the pros and they talk about the training aspect of it, they're like, I can't wait for this podcast to be done so I can go run Citadel Hill and lift weights. And I'm like, that's why you're a pro. Like but the exact same thing with my podcast. I can't, don't get me wrong, I'm happy you're here, but as soon as this is done, I can't wait to take those SD cards out of the camera, start editing and start putting out a clip that you were just talking about for talking in between the conversation or in between the songs. Like I thought that was the best conversation, but my head's already thinking about the work before it even begins. That's how excited I am. That's how,
I'm the same,
you know, and that's the obsession that you need in order to do anything in life. I think
I was thinking that. I had the conversation with my brother and I was thinking it in the shower this morning. I say it all the time. It's like, it's just like, it's this obsession. Always. Like, it's just constantly there.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know if it's healthy. I don't know if that's a healthy way to approach it. But it's like, in order for me to get there, I know that that's how I need to do it. And it's also not, it's like not even my decision. Like, it's just there constantly.